You can use switch statement as the target of case to create nested switch statements. Here is an example of nested switch. The target of case 0 is another switch statement. Notice that the case constants in this inner switch and the outer switch are the same. This is valid. The program compiles fine without issues. Switch statement defines its own block marked by these pair of opening and closing curly braces. Because of this, no conflict arises between the case constants in the inner switch and those in the outer switch. Let's execute this program and examine the output. As I is 0 and j is 1, case 0 of outer switch followed by case 1 of inner switch gets executed, and we get the output I is 0, j is 1 on the console window. We will complete our discussion of switch statements by looking at how it differs from if statement. Switch can only test if the expression is equal to any of its case constants, whereas if can test for any Boolean expression like less than, greater than, not equal to, and so on. The second point of difference is that switch statement tests the same expression against a set of constant values, whereas if-else-if ladder construct can use different expressions involving unrelated variables. Next, the expression of switch statement must only evaluate to byte, short, int, char, string or an enum. So, we cannot test long and floating point expressions using switch. If statement doesn't have such limitations. This last point will make up for all the limitations of switch we discussed in the above points. It is about performance. If you need to select from a very large group of values, a switch statement will run much faster than the equivalent program written using the if-else-if ladder. By putting all these constraints on switch, the compiler performs some very cool optimizations, making it faster than if-else. Now, compiler optimization is an advanced topic, so I will leave it at this only for this course.